Welcome back to another episode of NaytonTech. Today we're going to be going over this Gamevice for the Pixel 2 and Pixel 3, both models, the XL or the regular. I noticed this when I was buying my Google Home Hub, which I will be reviewing here soon, and I've been looking for something like this for my phone for a little while. Noticed it on there and went ahead and got one so I could review it for you guys, as well as use for gaming on my phone. So we're going to go through a few features of this, and then I'll kind of show some gameplay. I'll fire up a couple games and play them on screen here for you guys. You'll notice this is a direct connection. It uses USB-C to connect to the phone. This does not have Bluetooth, no battery, no anything like that you have to worry about charging. It just runs right off of the phone. It has a rubber, this actually would be the cable, but it's also what holds this together. So this actually has some spring to it. You pull it apart, put your phone in, and then push it together. There's also a cable in here. It has dual analog sticks with push buttons on them, just like you would find on a PlayStation 4 or PS4 or Xbox controller. It has a select and start button or a back and front button. Let's see if I can show you this. They're just arrow keys, configurable to what you want. Has your D-pad. It's got your A, B, X, and Y buttons, which actually feel really good. I've got a couple other controllers that don't quite feel this good. I actually like the way these feel. I haven't noticed any sticking or anything with these, with your joysticks. It also has one button down here. It's called the Gamevice button. I actually haven't found a use for this yet. On the bottom, it has a headphone jack as well as a USB-C charging port. So if you do want to use regular headphones, you don't even have to worry about plugging in an adapter, especially while you're using this. On the top, you've got your 4 buttons, L1, L2, R2, and R1. And one thing I did notice about these, both of the R2 trigger buttons are actually progressive. So they're not just a solid button. They actually, like when you're playing a race car game, it actually gives you progressive throttle. And then the R1 and the L1 buttons are just on-off buttons. So actually I found that pretty nice, especially when I was playing Dirt 3, which I'll probably actually fire up and show you guys that one on here. As far as the product goes, that's about it. Oh, these 4 little, what look like they're LED, well, they're not LEDs, but that's what I originally thought they were. This is actually just a speaker port, which on the Pixel 2 and Pixel 3 you don't need, but I think that's what they originally designed. They use the top here as a base for a lot of the phones they have. So the phones that do have a down-firing speaker, it will actually come out there. Don't have to worry about that with the Pixel 2 and Pixel 3 as well as the XLs, because they have front-firing speakers. Let me grab my Pixel here. So this does not work with the case on, unfortunately, but it still does have a nice tight fit. So I'm going to go ahead and take my case off. And I am still using the same case from last year. So I'm going to go ahead and just basically just shove it in the side here. Make sure you're lined up so you don't break your USB-C connector. Stretch, push in, and that is it. So we're going to go ahead and go into my Steam link here. I haven't found too many games yet, at least that I like, on the Google Play Store. I'm still checking some of them out. We're going to go into Dirt 3 and play. Like I said, these buttons feel great. I love the way that they feel. I don't know why games always have so many splash screens that you can't bypass. It's really annoying. Alright, so we're just going to do a little single player game. Single race. I'm not really too picky about what cars we have or anything. I kind of want to just get into the game so you guys can see how well this works. So this is playing from my gaming machine. If you guys are interested in watching any of my gaming videos, I am streaming on Twitch a couple times a week. Definitely be streaming a lot more once Fallout 76 comes out. And I might even be playing it on this a little bit, depending on where I'm at in the house. Which will actually be kind of nice, because I'll have full control with this new controller. It's a little bit wider than the Nintendo Switch. But, so you'll notice I can give a little bit of throttle. Or a full throttle if I want. It's a little different playing on the small screen compared to what I'm used to playing on my 24-inch, but I'm not doing very good. And I'm still getting used to these controls as well too. And the angle I'm playing this at's a little funky. Well, apparently my Wi-Fi is acting up. Broken windshield. But anyway, you guys can get the feel. So we've got look back. There we go. So we're going to retire. I noticed the deep. Oh, there it does. The D-pad does work. I thought it might not have been this game I was playing that the D-pad didn't do anything. That is that game. Let's see if we can get out of. And I didn't have to do any configuring on this to set it up. These are the exact controls that it was set up with when we. I'm curious if Far Cry 5 will work. All right, let's see. Hope you guys can see that okay. So I'm just going to go into the arcade. Quick play. No, I don't know if I've done this one yet. Let's see. I want. Sure. Okay. Oh. By the way, mental note, R1 is grenade. So if you guys can see this, it actually plays pretty smooth. A little bit of hesitation on this right stick, but I might have to go through and configure that. Running works by pushing down on this one. There we go. Yeah, there's a little bit of dead spot here on the right side, but oh yeah, I've done this one. But for the most part, I mean, it works really well. It makes me feel like I'm actually playing Far Cry 5 on my phone. I'd almost be kind of curious to see how this game played with the keyboard and mouse hooked up. I'm not much of a controller guy for first-person shooters because I can't aim at all. Let's see if I can find somebody here. I'm still a ways away. There's crouch. Okay. Yep, see, you can't aim. Oh. There's a little bit too much of a dead spot on this, on this aiming one. But that might be able to, might be able to adjust that in the software, your software settings, which I might do if I actually play this more, because I do like playing Far Cry. Did that turn it off? Yep. So anyway, I mean, it's besides a little bit of hesitation on this right stick for aiming, I feel like I'll have to move it. There's a pretty big dead spot right here. The right one, the left one's not as bad, but both of these sticks respond good. These buttons feel great. That button doesn't do anything. That takes us back out. So, yeah, I mean, all in all, I mean, I love this controller for my Pixel 2. Does not, from my understanding, it does not work with the original Pixel. It's just the 2, the 2XL, the 3, and the 3XL. If you guys have any questions, or you have a game or whatever that you want me to test out and see how it works, post it in the comments below. If you guys like this, definitely hit the like button, subscribe. This does go for $80 from the Google Play Store. I bought it directly from them. I got here in like 2 days, and I've been messing with it for a couple, but I noticed that nobody has any videos out for the Pixel 2 and the 2XL and the Pixel 3 and 3XL for this game controller. So I really wanted to get this video out there for you guys so you could see how well it fits. I mean, it even misses the speakers here just by a little bit, so you're not missing out on any of the sound, anything like that. I can hear everything just fine. I'm really enjoying this. I wish I could get my Steam Link to work at other locations. I'm curious. Oh, so you can even, that one zooms in. See if I can get this guy real quick. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to get him. The stick's just... Nope, got him. A little bit too much hesitation in this, but I'm going to play with that and see if I can fix that dead spot. Anyway, we will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like. Have a good one.